In this video, I'm going to show you how to download and install the Visual Studio in your computer. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We will go to the website of Visual Studio, thevisualstudio.microsoft.com. And then you will see these 3 Microsoft development tools here. And then we will choose this first square here with the download buttons. As you can see, we have here the different versions of Visual Studio which you can download. We have the Community, Professional and Enterprise version. But for this tutorial, we will be downloading the Community 2019 version. This version is a free edition of Visual Studio where you can create an application out of it. Once you have clicked the downloaded installer, you will be prompted with this dialog box. Just click Continue. As you can see now, the Visual Studio installer started to download all necessary files from the website and it automatically install it to your computer. Now, we will just wait for a couple of minutes, until it finishes the installation. Now, we have successfully installed the Visual Studio installer in the computer. Then, this dialog box will pop up. In this window, you will see all the applications that you can install in your computer, depending on your preferences. But in this video, we will be installing the first application on the list. The .NET Desktop Development. Once you check the checkbox, you will see the installation details on the left side of which you can see all the included tools that is required in the installation. By default, all necessary tools are checked automatically. You can now start the installation by clicking the Install button. After the installation, the Welcome dialog will pop up. And you will see the Account Signing button and a Create Account link at the bottom. You can sign in if you already have an account or create an account if you wish to have one. Or, you can simply skip this step by clicking the Not Now link at the lowest part of this window. And you will be navigated to the next window. You can set up your development settings here. In the drop-down menu, you can choose which programming language you prefer. Or you might want to choose the general settings. Finally, you can choose the color theme available here. In this video, I'll be using the dark theme, and Kickstart Visual Studio. Finally, we will be navigated to the Get Started window. In this window, you can choose on how you want to start your project. As you can see, there are 4 ways on how to get started your project. You can choose whether to clone or check out code, open an existing project or solution, open a local folder, create a new project or simply continue without code. But for now, I'll be clicking the Create New Project. And in this window, you will see the available templates here. You can select which templates you want according to your preferences by navigating with the use of the scroll bar. As you can see, there are different kinds of programming languages that is available in the .NET framework. Or, you can type the keyword inside the filter text box above. I will be using the Visual Basic template. And you can see now all templates which is associated with Visual Basic. I will be opening the Windows Form application of the .NET framework. Once you clicked it, it will be highlighted. Then, click the Next button. And in the Project Configuration window, you can set up here the basic information of your project, like project name, location of the project files, solution name, and what .NET framework you're going to use. And finally, click the Create button. As you can see now, we are now inside the Visual Studio 2019 development environment. You may see here at the center is a form which is automatically added in your project. And on the upper part of the interface is the menu which contains the tools available in Visual Studio. You may explore all these menu yourself. On the left section, there are 3 tabs here. The first one is the Server Explorer tab, which contains the tools for making connection to Microsoft Azure, data connection, and the servers, which is available in your computer. The next one is the Toolbox section, which contains all the tools, or controls available. You can use these tools to design the forms in your project. You can see here that it is divided by categories. There is the category for all Windows Form, common controls, and the category according to the function of each controls. I'll be showing some controls from the toolbox and drag it onto the form. There is also a filter text box on the upper part of the toolbox section. This will allow you to type the name of the control, so you can easily locate the specified control. The third section is the Data Sources section. You may see here that it is still empty, because I haven't made connection yet. Okay. On this part on the right, this is the Solution Explorer. Solution Explorer is where you can explore all the object files in your project, like what you see here. We have the Visual Basic project file, the references, the application configuration. The application configuration looks like this during the first time you created your project, and it may update the encoding here as you go along with your project. And also have the Form 1. And now we go to this section, which is the Properties section. Properties section is where you can see the properties of an object. Currently, the Form 1 is the object that we have selected, and you will see here all the properties or attributes of the form. You can change the sorting mode of the properties. You can sort it by category or by alphabetical order. We have here now is the Form 1's properties, the name of the form, which is Form 1. We can also change its background color. And you may explore all the properties here. Properties can be different from other objects. Let's try to change the form one's text. When we change its text, the form text will change on the upper part of the form. Now let's add control onto the form and let's check their properties. When we add controls onto the form, we can type the name of the control to filter out the control, so we can easily grab it out. Then, you can browse its properties on the Properties window. As I have said earlier, properties of every control has a difference with other controls, and we can customize the control's properties the way we want it. And now, we will add some other control onto the form. We can also perform copy and pasting. We use the shortcut key, Ctrl+C for copy, and Ctrl+V for paste.